Hi, guys. Hope you had a great first week of distance learning. I appreciate you guys adapting and adjusting and um, completing the work for the most part. It's really awesome to see, and I believe that it's going to serve you guys going forward, not just for this class, the AP test, but just in general, being able to, when things aren't going well, to go with them, go well with them. I think that is a great skill. So I appreciate that. Just some information on what to expect for this upcoming week. Um, Here you see I've got all the links and PowerPoints, Ed Puzzles, as well as Albert. It's going to be relatively the same expectations in terms of assignments. There will be two PowerPoints. They're slightly a little longer, so I apologize. 4.2b and 4.3 to kind of make up for maybe some of the longness of it. I'm not including any questions within the Ed puzzle. I'm not asking you to do a summary. So that should assist you in terms of time. What I am still expecting is for you to take notes, either handwritten or digital. I prefer handwritten. You will upload those notes within Google Classroom when there's the column for when you turn in work, and you can just include a link, either something that you have as a file or a link within Google Classroom. Which I would recommend is you download Google Drive on your device, and when you take a photo of your notes, you can upload it to Google. And then when you're uploading the information on Google Classroom, you can just say, from your pictures, that sort of stuff. And that should be pretty straightforward. That's going to be for both 4.2 and 4.3. There's an Albert link for each specific class for you to answer the questions. I did better to try and make sure that the questions align to help you. In terms of grading, if you did for the most part, Ed puzzles, you answered most of the questions right, and you did a summary, I gave you pretty much full credit. If some of you missed quite a few of the Ed puzzle questions, or maybe you didn't watch the video in its entirety, I maybe took a few points. But we're all learning, so there you go. Without there being questions or summary, I want to see 100% viewership of the Ed puzzle. Some of this information is a little difficult, so I've included more FRQs, more practice, so you guys have the skills to complete it. You are likely to see these style questions on your AP test come May. Regards to the AP test, we found out they're going to be 45 minutes, both Gov and Econ, all your AP tests for that matter. They're going to be essay based. They're going to be through College Board. I haven't quite found out. They might have you download something to make sure that, like a College Board login code information, so that it syncs and they know that it's you, as well as something that verifies that you're not getting access and information copying and paste, that sort of thing. So that being said, the next couple weeks will be more heavy towards FRQs, practicing, because there are, especially in Gov, kind of the formulas. The more practice you do, the more confident you get, the higher your scores will be. Both Gov and Econ, there's two essay questions. In Gov, it's going to be a concept question as well as an argumentative essay question. And with the argumentative, it's critical to have a good thesis. I believe this because that sort of thing, or this is the best, how branch of government that is the strongest is Congress because X, Y, and Z, that sort of thing. So Albert, for the first Albert in terms of grading for one, if you missed, I gave you at least one mulligan, a gimme. So if you got 7, I made it 8. If you got 5, I gave you 6 points out of 8. The 4.2a, I gave you 2 mulligans to help you. With regards to this week grading, we'll see how many mulligans I give. My hope is very little. I think you guys should understand this. Again, the office hours, the classroom cafes, here are the links. They are totally opportunities to assist you. This week, if for the classroom cafes, I'm going to generate new FRQs for every unit 1, unit 2, and unit 3. So if you want to redo any or all of those FRQs, I'm here. I'll have a new one for you. You'll work on it. You'll submit it to me. I'll grade it. And if you do better, I'll improve your grades. Thank you to those that came to the last classroom cafes. For those that showed up, I just gave them some additional points. For those that did better, I gave them more points. Similarly with the Kahoot, congrats to Sophia, got first. Carter was in second. I gave them additional points. This week for Kahoot on Friday, I'm going to send out the link. I'm going to give a quarantine care package that I'll mail to your house, assuming that the post office is still up and running. So that'll be the prizes for the week 2 Kahoot winners. Speaking of Kahoot, I know we had that student that kind of crashed it. We talked to administration, it was taken care of, but I apologize for students that might have been upset by that. It certainly was disappointing to see that's how students that are bored kind of wanting to spend time. I know I work hard in creating these activities. So it was a little disheartening. I know that students, present shouldn't have to deal with that stuff. So hopefully going forward, we don't have any other instances of that, or it'll just become kind of student-paced learning, and we won't have any or very little face-to-face interaction. So that was disappointing, especially since we know that one of the kids here gave them the access code, and we have information on that too. So again, I apologize. It's getting taken care of. I don't want to see any more instances of that. That's the expectations, that we still are acting like students. We're doing our best. Simple rule: you work hard for me, I'll work hard for you. Please, if any of those dates, videos, Zooms don't work out for you, message me directly and we will work something out. I'm doing my best to get grades uploaded directly so that you guys have access to them. If there's any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great second week. I'm excited. I get to hear that some of you guys are going to schools. Let me know, because I like to take part in your excitement as well. So this is Mr. Brady signing out. All the best to you guys. Thank you again for all your hard work going forward. Let's end the year on a strong, positive note, even though it's not within a classroom. So see you guys.